Watch for the notification because it should be going. We should be live. All right, we are. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Hey, have you heard of
I
this?
feel like we're like on NPR.
I know.
We're
Very somber. It's a somber Friday. Hey everybody, welcome back to Friday, our first Friday of the year. Yeah. Hope everybody's excited to dig back into learning all about Yeah, it's been
2 years.
We've been doing this for 2 years. So, but if you're new, I know we've had some new followers over the past few weeks. So if you're new to our FriYAYs, they are just a boatload of fun. So get excited. We're going to teach you all kinds of marketing and graphic design things and just talk about a variety of topics that, whether it's just new platforms or best practices,
anything upcoming, changes to social media platforms, tips and tricks. But if you have anything specific, as always, let us know in the comments, or you can message or email us, and we can definitely go into more detail on those topics.
Yeah, absolutely. We love to give you exactly what you want. So one thing, today's topic is Clubhouse. So if you have not heard of Clubhouse,
I learned a week ago.
It's been around since May of last year, but it is an app that everyone is chattering about right now.
Mm-hmm.
There's so much going on. I've seen a ton of Facebook friends posting about it, and then the threads below it, all the comments are like, what is this?
I mean, particularly because it's so exclusive. I mean, exclusivity always brings around the gossip.
Yep, this is true. So it is exclusive, but so we're just going to give a basic overview. We're not going to go into the nitty gritty details of what Clubhouse is exactly. Judith says, yay for new social media. I know, one more thing, right? Like we need one more place to be.
Like I have time for that. That's the real thing.
But there could be some really prime opportunities for some of you that might be watching. So we just want to share the basics of it so you're aware of it and you can figure out if this is going to be a fit for you and what you want to do with your business or not. It's not going to be a fit for everyone. I wouldn't recommend that everyone just jump on and dig in, spin their wheels on it.
Well, not even that. Most people cannot.
Yeah, that's true. So the first thing you need to know about Clubhouse is it is invite only.
As of the moment.
Yeah.
Although, when I was doing my research, I did find a back door. And we'll talk about that in a little bit.
Okay. Well, good little teaser, Kara. So Clubhouse is an app that everyone goes in and you can create a room. And
it's audio based.
It's all audio. After that room is closed and that conversation's done, it disappears.
It's real-time conversations where you can share stories, collaborate, bounce off ideas. It can be a learning experience where you can ask questions.
Or it can just be hanging out and talking about life in general. I've been on the app for a hot minute now, and I've seen a little bit of everything. So some of the creators that I'm following on there are doing like one lady does mindful meditation at 8 a.m. every morning, and you can join in that room and you can listen, and she walks you through this meditation practice. And then I've also followed some people that are in the music and video industry that are talking about everything new and exciting going on in that world. So there's a really wide array of conversations happening in this app so far.
Yeah, I think the most interesting that I would be interested to do. So first, start off, Casey has been on it. She's played around with it. I currently have not been. I've not gotten an invite. Haven't tried.
That sounds so rude that I didn't even give you the invite.
No, it's okay. I didn't even ask for it because I was like, well, so here's the deal. So right now it's in beta mode, which means they have rolled it out exclusively to, they started out with entrepreneurs and large Fortune 500 companies,
tech
top
companies.
Execs. Yes,
and a lot of tech.
And anytime you get in that world, of course, it's then rolled out to some of the celebrities, and it's kind of trickled its way down. And so how it works right now in beta mode is when you sign up and you get an invite from a particular friend, you only have one invite as you start off. The more you work in the groups, the more you start groups, you become a moderator or a speaker, then you can get some more invites.
Yep.
Now,
that's why I only have one invite and I gave it away already.
I figured.
So sorry.
It's okay. Because we didn't talk about it, I figured, but it's fine. It's okay. I'll roll out with the masses when it happens eventually.
I'll get active and participate. Like right now, I'm just lurking. I'm just kind of like jumping into rooms, listening to the conversations, and like, just trying to like wade into it and see what's going on in there.
So there are 2 ways to become active, which we discussed was the personal invitation. And the second is an exclusive side door.
Okay, tell me more.
Okay, the side door, which I will probably, you know what? I'll test it out. I'll see if the side door truly works. That means you got to be on top of your notifications. Let me tell you why.
Oh, okay.
So if I download the app and I reserve my username, if I already have a friend on the app, they will get notified that a friend has reserved a name. It'll let them know that I've reserved a username and downloaded the app. They are then given the option to wave me through, even though they do not have another additional invite, and they do not need to use any invites. It'll just wave me through.
I wonder if, so I've gotten a couple of notifications of
PC. You're just blocking people from getting in.
I thought that it meant
she
that
wants it to remain exclusive.
It's my club, not yours. No, it's I didn't know. I got notifications, so I thought it meant that they had able to get invites and get in there. But it's like you get a notification. I don't know if this is the same thing, but I got a couple of notifications over the weekend that was like, so and so has joined Clubhouse. Are you available to like open a room and welcome them to Clubhouse? So I don't know if that's the same thing.
Maybe we'll test it out tomorrow. So
yeah.
The only site, Casey and I've looked through 8 different articles, and the only one that talked about this, that at least I could read and see from the articles I read on the first 3 pages of Google, was the Examiner.
Oh, social media Examiner.
They are the only ones that have written about this. So we'll probably test it out and let you guys know. But let's talk a little bit more about what it is.
Yeah, so kind of the focus of what it should be and what it is so far is very like high value conversations. It's not like pre-produced information. It's not anything that's, it's live streaming. It's in the moment. It's conversational.
Yeah, the way the article kind of explained it was as if you were either in a classroom or in like a school auditorium, where there's a stage and there's the seats. And think about it on the ways of if you're in the auditorium and there's a speaker, and you can either listen or you can be the person that eventually can speak up and ask a question. That is up to the moderator. There's a moderator who moderates the scenario. And so the speakers can be people who you look up to, or you want to know more information. And so think about it like if you went to go see someone from Shark Tank who was having a conference. Yeah, for example. And at the conference, you're not always able to ask questions. They don't always go into the
if it's a keynote, you're not going to get to ask questions. But if it's like a breakout session, that's where you do get to. So it's kind of like the breakout rooms for conferences.
And sometimes even those bigger names will even be in a smaller group where it'll be kind of like a Socratic seminar where you're sitting around a table and you're all talking. Which you all have more time to talk. So it's a pretty cool concept, especially if you're someone who's active in podcasts or you're wanting to learn. Especially a lot of times always people lean more towards podcasts because they're able to listen to them on the go versus doing a Facebook Live or an Instagram Live. They're like, well, I have to like pull it up and I can't like do that while I'm driving or blah, 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 or like I'm at the gym.
Right.
So
yeah, I think this is cool because of that flexibility. Like, I can get up and wait. I know that mindful meditation is happening at that time every day now. So I can listen to it while I'm still laying in bed, and so there are some people who are using it very ritualistically, and that's nice. But there are a lot of just kind of organic, natural conversations that aren't as pre-planned.
There are some groups that are being popped up and they're on the fly. Some of them are scheduled, and you can see like when your scheduled ones are.
Yeah, so it's just really fascinating because since it's just audio and kind of taking that visual as every other social media platform out there today is so heavily visual. So I think this is really a fascinating opportunity, just to be able to listen and learn and have real conversations with people that you may not otherwise get to have conversations with.
Yeah, and I think as marketers, we think about like, the marketing aspect of it.
Yep.
And I think it's a great opportunity to get in and have some conversations, especially before it is opened up to the public. Because at that point, you got to think, okay, to make money, are they going to open it up to larger brands? Are they going to allow advertising? How is that going to happen with an audio-based format?
Right.
Is it going to be like Spotify where you have commercials in between, which doesn't make sense considering everything is live. It's not like a podcast where it's pre-recorded and uploaded. Everything is happening right now. So, will there be like little blimps that pop up on your ad? So it's interesting to think about how that will occur. And then my biggest question is, once it opens up to the public, will those top named people that you would love to hear from still be active on it? Will they still get on, or will it be, again, even more exclusive where you have to be invited just to that one, or you have to then pay to get into that one?
Who knows?
Lots of questions.
There are definitely a lot of questions floating around in the air about just all over the place about this app. So, just trying to figure it out and give you guys just the update of what we've figured out so far with it. So I think there are some opportunities for business people who want to demonstrate their expertise. That's a very clear and simple opportunity for them. Like, we could start taking these conversations into that space.
Yes, 100%.
And making them a little more in depth and doing a little bit more Q&A in the live setting. So I think of, particularly service-based businesses that can really show off like their knowledge and expertise in a certain area.
I think about it like any tax company who, especially for tax season, if they pop on there and say, hey, I'm having a live Q&A, ask me your questions about tax.
Yeah, I mean, you could do a lot of really interesting things with that. What I've seen a lot of too, like so far, is like the lady who does the mindful meditation. She's a life coach. So that makes sense for her. So you can kind of take some of those pieces of content that you were creating in other spaces and take them into this live audio streaming setting and work with them a little bit more in depth there, I think. Sorry, there was a buzz. Are you okay?
There's
Have
a
you
buzz
recovered?
in my contact. That's what happens when you have 3 animals.
Yeah, but Clubhouse, just hang tight. We'll probably give some more information as we dive in a little bit deeper. I know we'll probably do another FriYAY later that goes into more of like the nitty-gritty details.
How it works, different roles, different clubs, different kind of, not memberships, but like levels of how you can contribute and etc. So we'll probably do that later on in the month, because we've got some other things that we want to talk about.
Oh yeah, there's definitely some other topics that we need to dig about in our FriYAYs. But once again, if you have questions about anything marketing and design, or you have some platform you want to learn more about, drop those in the comments and let us know so that we can put together some information for you and share that with you.
Yes.
All right. So thanks for joining us for another fun FriYAY. Happy 2021 to you all. Hope your new year is off to a great start. Stay tuned for more exciting FriYAYs for every Friday at noon. Bye.